favor? 5-0. Towards the warrant.
Make a motion to sign the warrants.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor? 5-0. Unanimous. Chief?
I got really nothing new since our last meeting, other than Anson Madison days, we did the parade.
Thank you.
Otherwise, we had a go-kart go out of control from the corners. Everybody had to deal with that with the fire department. Thank God everybody was there from the fire department because it was pretty chaotic there for a few minutes. Other than that, I think Amy's going to bring up station issues and all that. Other than that, I got really nothing else new going on. Other than we made sure that 82 was in the parade. The boat was in the parade. Otherwise than that, things went well.
All right, thank you. Any questions?
Yeah, Chief, did we ever get that ladder that go on that boat?
No,
Not yet.
we're just pretty tight, so most of our spending is not on Roy right now.
Okay. Just makes it easy getting in and out of the boat.
Yep. I think we placed one on at Hanlon's and they talked about the collapsible one, but they didn't think that would work out well. So the other stiffer one that was going to go down on the side was going to be something that I think we could pull up and then drop on when we get in and out of the boat. So it's on the list.
Okay, thank you.
Hardy?
We've been putting some more gravel on the roads. Yesterday Ward Hill washed out with that big thunder shower we got first thing here in the morning. And a few of the other roads they got finger washes on, but they're still passable. So when I get there and grade them, we'll take care of that. Last Wednesday night, little tornado thing that we got there, that created a bunch of washouts. We got those all fixed up on Thursday and Monday. And then the sewer pump stations, we had problems with a couple of those. One kept tripping the fan for the generator, but everything was full of water and we reset it. Took a couple times and then it stayed going like it's supposed to, so we ain't had no trouble with that. One of them was a squirrel, grounded the wire out, so that tripped it. But the pump station parade should be all up and going the way it's supposed to be around the middle of September. Talked to the guy last week. They finally got the panel box in. And there's a couple of small things, but he said they should have everything so we can have it up and going by the middle of September. Sewer and water and snow plowing bids for the North Anson station, I got those passed out. Told we needed them back for the next Selectmen's meeting, the ones that are going to put in for put the bids in. Got the new Western Star, that was delivered last Thursday. That's it.
Questions? Amy?
To go with the pump station, MMA will finish their insurance claim once that last panel's put in there. So that's rough. They'll reimburse us for that piece, and then I can finish the FEMA piece of applying for the rest of it. So once that is done, that will probably finish that FEMA project, and I believe that the sewer pump station part will be done from that storm. So that should be coming once that final panel is put in there. We had Madison Anson days, and it was just crazy. This was definitely the biggest one we had yet. There was just tons and tons of people. It was good to see all the kids and everything. It was very busy. I don't usually get to see what goes on because I'm at the front gate, and Sharon actually worked the slides. I know you said you left, but I didn't even really hear you. And Larry was in the dump tank. You had a couple firefighters in the dump tank, and Angela was in the dump tank. So that went very good. The pig scramble was very good. Lots and lots of kids. And shame on me, I dropped 2 pigs this year because the pigs were so expensive and I had more kids than ever, so I will go back up to it. The petting zoo was a huge hit. The donkey did break out. He jumped 10, but they did get him. So I don't think the donkey will come back, honestly, because he does not like to be in that one. But other than that, it was a huge success. Like Stacy said, there was an incident with the parade. So unfortunate.
They are doing, they're home and doing okay.
Yes, yeah, I can hold that. So, and I didn't hear a lot of details to it, but on Channel 5 it said they were doing an investigation, so I don't know what it was all about. So that, I thought Madison Anson Days went very well, and the boat rides that we did too over in Madison on Saturday. James Miller went over there and managed that, and Steve Everett and Jeff Lloyd run the party boats up and down the river, and that went very well. So the things that we participate in or are in charge of, I felt went good. Taxes are out, people are not happy. They are complaining that they're high, so I just will make you guys aware. The complaints are daily. The tax money is coming in, but they're not happy. FEMA update, I don't even know what to say. They now on Madison Street are making me go get a survey to see if there's any historic
Indian
artifacts in the ground, even though the pipe's been in there and I don't know. So I had to pick from a list that FEMA gave me, and I picked the guy in Farmington because he's the closest, so he's taking it on for us. And FEMA will pay or reimburse the town for this, but I have to jump through the hoops just to show them to be able to get the $200,000. So I've got on it as fast as I can, and we're doing it as fast as we can. I am a little worried that it's gonna delay them doing the job if they don't get that approved. So, just to let you guys know that's what's going on with FEMA. The other ones, for the May storm, I'm just waiting actually for the man hours to submit that, and so I'm hoping we'll be submitting, what, maybe October?
Yeah, should be by the end of September, October.
So then I can submit those storms to get reimbursed for that. The HUD grant reimbursement is doing great. So I have one voucher that I still need to do a request, but live and learn how these grants work. You gotta pull from different lines, and if I would've known to put it all in maybe 2 lines instead of 4 or 5, like the engineers had me do on the budget, it would've been easier. So this next bill that I have for the $160,000, I just gotta pull them from other lines, so I'm using the whole grant. So I know that might not make sense to you guys, but from the behind the scenes, you have to, you have certain work for like your water and sewer, you have certain work for your buildings, you know, so I have to just make sure I'm pulling it from the right lines from there. But they are reimbursing us. What they do is I submit the voucher goes to the federal government has a party review it, takes about probably 2 weeks to approve it by the time it gets back to me. Once they approve it, then they electronically put it into the checking account and we're reimbursed. So that has been working good. Of course, they do request every little dime that's spent on it, so, and they go through it with a fine-tooth comb on what we submit them for invoices and everything, but that's actually working very well.
So we have been getting money back on it.
Oh yeah, I just, the big, one of the big payments to Bowman was $372,000, and I just got that back this week, and that took me about a little under 2 weeks to get it. So we've got most of it right now. I will see what we have left at the end. Of course, we'll wait for the water and sewer, I gotta submit that, I gotta submit the hydro seeding, that kind of stuff, and that's why I'm trying to hit certain lines, because if there is money left, then I guess we would look at the parking lot or whatever else you guys got, but I'm trying not to draw down certain lines to the outside until I can see what's happening. So that grant actually a learning curve, but we're getting there with it. So on the fire station, I know Brenda's been in it, and you guys have been in it, Sharon has not been in it yet, I'll forget whatever you want. There are a punch list I believe the fire guys have, and Stacy has given me, and Randy came up, what, a week and a half ago, I guess? Yeah. And so he has a punch list too that he has submitted to the contractors. And then with you guys' punch list, and then we went up today and I gave him quite a punch list myself today. So Randy will probably come back up after they've come up and done their work and see if there's anything else left. So this would be the time, if there's anything else that needs to be done to the building, we would want to be doing it now. My punch list consists of them touching up paint. One of the windows is now cracked on the large garage door, which I've taken a picture of. There's some, of course I showed you guys where it's kind of bowed by the door and wasn't screwed down. They need to fix that. What else was there? Oh, the plywood in that room, I guess you can say, didn't like it at all. They should have definitely used better plywood, and I, in no short words, told them that. And so we'll see where that goes, and I also told them I want a baseboard around that. I told them I didn't like the looks of the vent and how they sealed it together. I thought that was very messy looking. And even if that vent's together right, I took a picture of that. The cover that you noticed, I took a picture of that. So anything else that we need, I didn't see where they had fixed the sharp edges out there yet, so, and I do know Randy had already told them about your whole list, so they just haven't been back up there yet. But we have not signed off on anything with them. They will come back up and do our punch list. We definitely will not be cutting the last check to them until everything is the way it should be. So if there's anything else that you guys see, I guess let me know so we can definitely get it to them. So that's my update on the garage.
I'll try to get there tomorrow. I'm supposed to let Jeremy know.
And those keys don't work,
Okay, yeah.
right? And we tried every door. So I had to use the garage door opener. I do have them all locked in the safe. I don't have the keys to the panels, which was on my punch list too. Electrical panels in there, they're locked, but there's no key they locked, I guess. So we'll have to get those too, I guess. So that's what I have on the garage. A few weeks ago, James Laney came in and, I don't know if you guys remember, was complaining on Highland Ave about his property and what a mess it was and everything. So Jeff has actually gone and posted all those as dangerous buildings. One of them is a camper that's burnt. So those have all been posted like they're supposed to. So I just wanted to give you guys that update that has been done. And I think he did one on Main Street here too, and he still needs to go out to the Westfield Road.
Yep, and back up on the 4 Mile Square again too, I was told the other day.
Okay.
They've taken all the garbage and pushed it towards the wood with a bulldozer or a tractor or something, is a big part of it.
Okay. And the planning board did have a meeting, and they met with the sanitary district, which we met with them, was it last week? I don't remember when it was.
2 weeks ago.
So what's going on with them, they have filled out the first stage of their application. They have a second stage they have to fill out with the planning board, and then the third stage they'll come in and have a public hearing, and then it will get kicked to you guys. So none of that has been scheduled yet. I'm assuming the second stage won't come until their next meeting, which is like third Monday in September. And so we will not be starting building the beginning of October. But that's where that sits. Oh, I have a couple, commercial haulers that I need you to, sign their license. The other guys have not given me the registrations yet, but I have two Dickies and Waste Management right now.
Motion to sign waste management and utilities waste hauling contract.
Second.
Make the motion.
Make a motion.
Second.
Second over there, moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Five zero.
Who's the other ones that haven't put in?
They put in, I need the registrations for new finish. Well, I have not heard back from Gregory's. I have Somerset Disposals, but I need his registration number first. And I guess that's all I've got, I guess.
Any questions? Selectmen concerns? Public session?
I just have a question, it has to do with the fire station. I was wondering when the firefighters actually get a walkthrough or to see what the station's like kind of before you guys sign off, because a lot of us have different looks and stuff on, we may be able to pick out something that you guys as a group didn't, or have an idea that should have been done or whatnot, because we didn't really have plans to go by. We had a committee at one point, but that kind of was
So
gone.
I think Stacy talked about getting together with Jeremy.
Well, Jeremy, but what about the
And the
firefighters?
rest of the firefighters, I would think you could call and have it.
I don't know, I mentioned it at our fire department meeting and we didn't hear anything about this. We mentioned it to be able to mention it to you guys, and I was here and it wasn't mentioned, so that's why I'm mentioning it now. I didn't know if we could be notified and do a
One of the
walkthrough
biggest
with
things
everyone.
because of the insurance, and nobody was really allowed in there.
Right, the contractors actually haven't signed off on anything. We have not signed anything.
Right, so we want to go through, walk through beforehand. You guys took the selectmen in, I mean, it would be no different.
Just today.
Okay.
I actually thought you guys had been in the building.
Well, we have, but we'd like to see what has been brought up and what hasn't. We don't even know what list you're bringing to them. You mentioned a few different things, but
Well, I'm really bringing the list that you guys discussed at your meeting. So you guys had a big meeting and had a huge list that you guys had on it. So,
I brought attention to like what Christian was telling us, you guys have.
The few things, but not,
everything
Jeremy had a list
together.
this long, we weren't told what it was.
No.
We've been left, you know, we were told that we were gonna get to go through that before the punch list was done, but. it
so
wasn't.
why don't, honestly, you guys, I haven't let any keys out because that's what the contractors have told me, but I certainly could go up there, open it up, you guys go through it, you guys make a punch list, because like I told Stacy, now's the time to make it, so I
That's
agree with
why
you.
That's what I'm asking.
Yep,
If
so
there's a
Some
time-
evening would be nice, we put the tones out and the fire department comes and goes through it as a whole.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because there's several different mindsets in the fire department that do different jobs, that look at different things to,
Can pick up on different things before.
you know,
I don't know. I think even the firefighters, like actually mentioned doing it all as a group too. So if we could do that and schedule that before anything is signed off on.
nothing's being signed off on.
No, but
No,
before
before.
it is.
Okay, yep,
So Stacy, you can.
Okay.
coordinate
I'd like to give the contractor a chance to change some things, and, because there's some things we've asked, what, a month, so 2 months ago, it hasn't been
right,
touched
so
yet.
they're not done yet, but I mean, I guess
We can do it anytime, I guess.
I would just soon do it sooner than later, because if they're actually gonna come up and fix everything, you guys might as well have a punch list in front of them, so they don't have
if
to
we
come
pick up
back.
on, if we pick up on the things that's already on the list, so what?
Yeah.
If we add to it, It's a benefit.
Yeah, I agree. So, all that I've been told is not to give the key out. And the key don't even work, I'm gonna be honest, because we tried to work it today and it does not work. Doesn't work. But I can go up, open the door, you guys go in and let me know.
Yeah, wanted to go up and look, actually, because we talked about it last time, was where the old Christmas tree was, where we put the Christmas tree with the electrical thing, whatever they did to put there. I don't understand why that was there, but.
No, that looks like a really bad spot.
It's just.
I was told that Jeremy asked him to put that electrical line down.
He asked to have an electrical on the outside of the building so we could run cord to it, not conduit across the yard, stick it up in the middle of the driveway.
Yeah, it's already been backed over once by the contractor, I guess.
Something like that shouldn't be in the middle of a parking lot.
No.
We'll put that on your list to take that out.
But where is Jeremy's list now? And you guys were kept in the dark of what was on that list from Jeremy?
Jeremy's read a few things to me.
And that's it?
Yeah, we don't, when the building committee dissolved, it's just gonna free for all.
And I asked who's in charge, and nobody can tell me who's in charge. We used to have a group chat through text messages, and a few of us were deleted, and no more was messaged. It kind of just was out of our hands at that point, so we were left in the dark.
I just assumed we had a contractor there, they knew what they were doing, so.
Right.
But in the long run, after seeing what we've encountered.
Actually, the building's a beautiful building.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's things that you're always gonna have in any building that needs to be fixed. So, I mean, I went through, I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably more anal than some of you guys have been on what I saw today. And my Bennett's thing, I'm gonna be pulling that plywood off that wall. Because I didn't like what's that either. So, my list is probably tenfold of what you guys' list is, honestly. And I do know what I'm looking at. I looked at everything that was on Jeremy's list.
Because that actually got emailed to Randy, I believe.
Oh, yes, and Randy actually addressed every one of those already with the contractor. They just have not been up to do it yet.
Bigger jobs.
Yep, so when they come up, they'll do it, but, so is there a certain date that works better for you guys to come up?
Evening.
Yeah.
Evening, but I would imagine what this Monday would be our, what's this Monday?
It's a holiday.
Yes,
I won't be around.
So it would already be our meeting. Why don't we do it on meeting night? We
I
can,
I can't do August on October meeting night.
it's September.
Okay, because, and what is that on?
9th,
Labor Day.
no, Labor Day, that would be truck checks, is on the
So
2nd.
9th would probably work.
September 10th?
All I know is that someone just called me to schedule something for the next meeting in October, and I can't. We have to have that meeting regardless.
So September 9th, at what time would you guys want to do it?
Most people are out of work and home, we can do it probably by 6, I would imagine.
Because to me, the sooner the better.
Yeah.
Because if they're gonna come up, I just assume have them come up and fix everything at once. Just because my mindset on doing the paperwork for the grant is I'm trying to do this all in one swipe in 1 year. So I would like to have all the money taken care of by the end of December. And I know if it's gonna take me a couple weeks for that last payment and stuff, I would really need to be at the end of November, honestly, to probably pull that
Plus
off.
for audit reasons too.
Yeah. So I would, yeah, September 9th at 6. So I don't know if you're gonna put that out,
Okay.
and I'll just make sure that it's there for you, you have it, and bring it back, and then just, I guess, give me the punch list. Be better if I have it in writing, just so I can hand the engineer what he's actually looking at, and we're not missing anything. And go from there, I guess. So if that works for everybody?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
And then come up.
Sure, Sharon hasn't seen it either.
Tremendous building. The town is as lucky as it can be to have a building like that. And
Free?
Free, I mean, it's free as a free gives. And we never would have been able to afford that. We're really lucky. They're tremendous. Anything else? Yes.
Is there some place I can go
to see like upcoming meetings and, because I know the website says the second and fourth are selectmen's meetings. And that a couple weeks ago when there was an off one on the Wednesday or whatever it was, I just happened to drive by the sign and I don't leave my house that often.
Oh, maybe, okay.
But you know, like there's no Facebook page or,
Okay.
and I know the last meeting was like a one-off, that you guys were late, it wasn't, you know, a standard thing, but I'm sitting in the parking lot doubting that there is a meeting, and there's nowhere to go and look to see.
Because we were at the sanitary district.
Right.
Those meetings should be on.
So, it is,
Second,
but if you're,
We were late, that's all.
right, you were late. So I was doubting that there was a meeting, like maybe it got canceled, and I can't like go to a Facebook page or when you go to your mobile website, you have to dig. It takes about 10 or 15 minutes to find where it said, you know, August 13th, 7 p.m.
okay.
So I don't know if there was,
To add to this, we used to get from when Matty Pierce worked here, we used to get emails sent out to the townsmen who wanted the, email notifications of what the agenda is for each meeting coming up. And I'd like to see if maybe we could go back to doing that.
We tried to do that and that crashed you can only put so many emails in, we were having a major issue. So after you get so many emails, it shuts it down, and what it was doing, it was tying up our computer for hours and we couldn't do any transactions. So we actually had to stop doing that because, or cut some of the emails out. They tried to do it by group, but then if we were missing one group because it wouldn't pull the other group, unless I can get something different, but I was working with Beeline and them on that. It's the way it was set up and we couldn't do it. So we actually had to stop that because it was actually not allowing us to be able to do our transactions because it was taking so long on that computer. And that actually stopped when Matty Pierce was here because we had issues with that. I can try to do something else, I guess.
so MailChimp is free.
What is it?
MailChimp. I use it for the Snowmobile Club newsletters. And I have 82 recipients right now. And it's free. And
Right, we had like over 400 and it was,
I think it's like 1,000 or less is free.
okay.
And if not, it's minimal. It's like $26 a year or something ridiculous. But you can duplicate and just fill in and send it. It's super simple. It's-
Okay.
The only other place is in the post office they put this in. They put this in prior to the meetings. It's on the wall.
And on the signs, and I could put it on the community pages too,
That would be,
if that helps.
I think that would be really
people
helpful.
could see that.
What does Madison currently have for their notifications? Because it's a text one, you can sign up for it through texting, which I did because I have family in Madison, and they send out like when a road is washed out or when they're gonna be redoing the
That's
road.
a new emergency one they put in. is what I saw.
Could maybe we start pick up something like that and have that used as an emergency, but also as,
I don't think it can be, well, I don't know, let
They-
me check.
okay.
I know theirs is more if the roads are washed out, if something's happening, which I've actually
Like
looked into some of
construction
that.
was the last one I got on
Right.
something.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was actually there. They usually post on the community page, from what I see. But
Usually-
I can look into that.
You can usually put all the signs out you want, Carrie, and people don't pay attention to them.
You got a point.
And I try to post, I haven't posted the agendas on there, but they are on the webpage, so you don't see them on the webpage. The town's webpage, you don't see the second and fourth.
all I see when I go in is, if you click on the Selectmen's page,
Yeah,
it says, the list and the term, and then it says second and fourth, and that's it. There's no place to click, agenda or next meeting or.
Is there any way to put a calendar on it?
yeah, I can get the agenda on. Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
How busy is Jeff Drew? How many houses and
Busy,
he's pretty swamped?
yeah.
Because we might have to revisit 83 Main, right over here.
Oh. Yeah.
83 Main Street.
Yeah. dog in his ear, and just have him talk to me and call me or something. I know, last time.
For
I was
what,
in
for
there-
the house or for?
Inside.
I think last time I was in there with Leo, so, and they were doing upgrade and stuff, but, I don't know.
Okay.
Anything else? None received.
Make motion we adjourn.
Second.
Seconded.
I feel that.
All those in favor?
I'm writing something down.
So have you read Taylor?